Welcome back to the channel, gamers. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've said words on the channel. It's been like ages. I haven't done plots. I haven't shown plots in so long, so I figured that's what I should do today. I've been missing the YouTube. Okay, let me pick a good plot. This one, always. We're so back. Anyway, I've been building a lot even though I don't upload very often, and I have a lot of builds that I haven't shown yet. Today is the day. This is just my hub. There's nothing in it at the moment except for my trophies, because I'm trying to find a place for all of the new bugs and stuff and the trophies and everything, but it's not finished, so there's not really much to show here. But let us kick off, see which plots we shall look at first. We'll start with the Noir Loft. This was like one of the very first builds that I did, and then I remastered it, and here it is. I want to remaster a bunch of my other old builds. It's just, they're a lot more expensive to build now, I think. Let's go in. Very nice. I like it this much better than the first one. Of course, because my build style has evolved, so. Lobster. Ignore. And I'm not used to doing small builds. Like, this is the smallest that I can do. It's nice. Quite cute. I'm surprised that I actually furnished this. I never furnished the backyards. Okay. Remastered Dream House. This is another remaster. I'm doing these first because they've already been seen before, so. I deleted all my plots at one point and removed my dream house build, of course. And I decided I wanted to try to rebuild it to see what I would do differently now, and it's definitely different. It's not done. I think I was recording it, but I took a break from doing anything with it. But it's already completely different from what the previous one was. Let's see. These are nothing really, they're just shells, or where I go to like build things before I add them to whatever landscaping I've already done. Family farmhouse, I just finished this one. The footage for this was so long. I had to speed it up even more than I do usually, and it still ended up being 2 hours. Started building this when the pre-built came out with the farm, and it inspired me to build one myself. Which I kind of scrapped at the end because there was just a lot that I couldn't do with it that I wanted to at first. But I like how it turned out regardless, with all the little details here and there. I'll put the link in the description. It's not realistic, I know. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I love the dining area with all the food. You can see into the garden, the little greenhouse. Living area. There is a room for a baby or toddler and a child, or a baby and a toddler, or a child and a toddler, I don't know. And then a room, I don't know, and the master, because, yeah, there's not much going on in it, you know. When you're on a farm, you probably don't really spend much time in the house. We can walk around the front, there's a lot of little details. Greenhouse, which is more modern than the rest of the farmhouse because I wanted it to look like a new addition. This one just says gone. I don't really know what that means. Oh, okay, it's just another thing. We'll go to Wompity Womp Womp. This is a current build, so when it's finished you'll see the tour and stuff, but it's not finished yet, so you get an exclusive look at this expensive plot. I haven't even done the interior yet. It's only the plants that cost this much. Nearly $1 million. It's supposed to be kind of a summer house. I mean, I guess you can live in it whenever you want, but summer house to me. Very nice. Exterior is kind of done. There's still a lot of landscaping to do. And then the interior, this is really the only thing in the interior so far. And the rest of it is pretty dark. But yeah, I would probably call this the new dream house. But I don't know. My dream house preferences change very often. Boho treehouse. I think I've shown this before. Hold on, I see a butterfly. Give it to me. Got it. Oh, it's common. Oh man. Anyway, the Boho treehouse. We've seen it before, I believe. It took me so long to build this just because I wanted it to look like a tree, and it is not an easy task. I'm afraid of how much money I would spend if I tried to rebuild it now, because I don't know how I only made it $500,000. That's crazy. This is one of my favorite rooms. The bridge, even though it's not perfect, it's, I think, still looks cool. The little birdhouse. And this just goes back into the house, and that's like the whole thing. The family house. This one was so fun to do because it was the most like straightforward to me. Like, this is the house. I lived in this house, so I know exactly where everything would go and why it's lived in, and it's the family home essentially. Of course, in the yard you got the pool, all kinds of activities. Why is this plant red? What? Little details like all the stuff in the cup, which is everything on its own individual basic shape. Then you have to transform it to put it in there, and little details like that that nobody's really gonna look at except for me. Bedroom, the little, the window that opens, you can go out. Okay, moving on. When's the last time I did one of these? Okay, so this is the, I'm dying, hold on. This is the Hot Tropic Resort. It was scrapped, and I just did do a tour of it on the channel, so I won't go too in-depth. This was gonna be like a summer build, and then I lost inspiration for it because I didn't like the layout. Ignore the decals. We've had some intruders who have changed everything. Behind that's a restaurant over there, so this is the playground for anyone else. This is where I started the build. So it had potential, and then something went wrong. I don't know. The only thing I like about this plot is the ocean, because I actually decorated the ocean before I put the water in, and I think it looks pretty cool to swim through. And this is ice cream parlor. Yeah, I scrapped it because I really didn't like it. Moving on. The Apocalypse base. One of my favorites, to be honest. I was really happy with this one. There's a lot of specific decals that I made for it and everything. Like, it was, what was it before the apocalypse? It was the Bloxburg paper factory or whatever. And it's all ruined now. And this was before all the broken type furniture came out. So that's nice of them. Yeah, this is the main factory area. You can see like old signs that I've used in previous builds. I edited them so they look older and kind of, you know, worn down. Like the pizza signs and the wanted posters everyone knows. And then this is a map of Bloxburg. Yeah, I came in and replaced some stuff with the newer items like that. But I really like it. Alright, moving on. The Italian hostel. It's like a hotel, but kind of different, because instead of specific rooms, they're just like dorms with bunk beds in them. People like rent out a bed, and you still have to share a room with these people. The cabinets, they're all custom, unfortunately, but it's fine. I don't mind. I don't love making custom furniture. I think custom furniture doesn't always suit the look of Bloxburg, but in this case, I needed to. So these are the showers for the guests to use. This is one of the dorms. This is the bunk beds in it. So they're very busy here. Messy dorms, you know. I loved it. This type of build. It was really fun to do. And like this waterfall, how the water is actually running down. And these are, I use waterfalls on transparent basic shapes so it can go and actually look like it's moving. This is another Italian one. It's just an Italian home. I'm not sure why it's hashtagged. I really love the Mediterranean type, Italian type styles. They're my favorite to do at the moment. And here we are. Got the dining area with the sunroof. I don't know who left their corn dog on the table. And most of my builds are like inspired by actual things that I see, either in real life or in movies or TV shows. I'm always watching something, and I always pay attention to like the living spaces and the architecture and just like how things are stylized for specific people and like settings, and it's really interesting to me. That's why I have this really specific way of cluttering things and decorating things, because I also think about how my own house is and how it is naturally cluttered and on purpose, so I try to make it look like that in game as well. Naturally cluttered. Midnight Hollows is next. I did a tour of this as well because I didn't finish the build, but I still wanted to do a tour of it because I worked on it for so long. But we'll look at it again because Halloween time is so close. It's coming back. I know it's only August, but as soon as it hits September, I am in spooky season. So it's 6 p.m. now. Ooh, spooky. So you've got like the teacups, the teacup ride in the middle. Obviously it's not functional, but here you have the dunking tank where you throw a piece of candy or a water balloon or something, and the person sitting there falls in to the water. And your mom is in first place. Nice. And then in here is pumpkin carving. Didn't get to making decals for that, but very fun. It's directly in front of the stage where the spooky concerts would be. These are the Bone Bros. Here, I think this was gonna be something, I don't remember what. Then you drop down and you're in this tunnel with water and skeletons. This is inspired by Phantom of the Opera. It's not, obviously it's not the same, it's not related, but like the chandeliers and the water, yeah. Then this little guy is just on an adventure. Okay, next. Midnight Modern. This was another rebuild. I had another plot called Midnight Modern Mansion. It was inspired, or it was kind of a remake, but also inspired, because it wasn't exact, and it was from a K-drama. But I deleted it in my deleting all my plots video, because it was kind of outdated, and I wanted to redo it at some point anyway. So I have been, and I really like how it's turning out at the moment. There's just a few other things I still need to do. Obviously, like, the exterior is not my favorite. The other plots I have are like a few pre-builds that I bought. Like, the ones that I didn't like, I bought them so I could try to remodel them and make them better, but it doesn't work for every single one. This was Cedar Crest. I tried. I mean, I think it's coming along a bit better, but I don't love remodeling builds. Like, I usually prefer to just start from scratch and do my own thing, so I did never finish this. And I think the other one was the Retro Revival or whatever. I was trying to do that, and then I hated what I was doing with it, so I just gave up. Clutter Family. This is recent, I think. I just love the comfortable clutter ones. They're the most fun to decorate. Another bedroom. This is like my bedroom, I guess. Every house I build kind of has one that is mine. This one is Italian and Spanish, but it's not complete, so I won't be showing it. Oh, yeah, this is one a Christmas build that I was gonna do and have this be an elves workshop. Studio Beach Home. I love my beach houses. It's one of my favorite things to build, is beach homes. A lot of stuff that's like on the eclectic side, style-wise, because that's me. It's my favorite. Of course, the beach. And the water is gone, because that costs a lot, and I think I was desperate for money at the time, so I probably removed it. And yeah, this is the winter one. I had originally built this house in House Flipper 2, and I was like, I love this house. I'm gonna build it in Bloxburg. This video is so long, I have to boost my moods again. Secret operation. What does that mean? Oh. It's so secret, it really is. I think I was building a school. This is some walls. Probably true. Yep, those are walls. That's just the plot that I built for one of Peter's videos for a driving test. Yeah, I still have it for some reason. A Christmas surprise. Another Christmas build that I never finished. This was for last year. I actually put quite a bit into it until I got to a point where I was like, it's not turning out the way that I wanted to. And then down here is where all of the hard work was. This was going to be a racetrack. The gingerbread kind of inspired racing track for the go-kart race bridge, which you kind of have to be younger to walk under it, but we got the audience of gingerbreads and a couple skeletons and stuff in there, but I didn't get so far as to keep decorating all the way through. That's the final plot, I think. It's all of them. I wonder how much money I would have if I deleted them all. It's just an incomplete build that I probably won't go back to, although it is quite cute. That's everything. That's all the plot. I have too many, and now I'm tired.